Hey guys, welcome to First Impressions. We are going to be playing with a ton of brand new Revlon items. I have a new just released Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. We're going to try that out. I have this new Revlon Color Stay 2-in-1 Compact Makeup and Concealer. And I have an eye palette, which I have never seen before from Revlon, so I'm super excited to see how these blend, how they feel, all of that good stuff. I found the eye palettes in Connecticut at Walgreens, and then these other two I found at Bed Bath & Beyond here in California. But they are all brand new displays, and don't mind me if I'm a little bit off today because not only do I have a sore throat, everybody's been sick, and I've been like that one haha, I'm not getting sick, I am so healthy, let me drink some green juice. And then all of a sudden yesterday it kind of just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then I woke up this morning with cramps and I'm like, oh, and Mother Nature decided to bless me with my monthly gift. So everything is happening at once and I could not be a bigger mess, but I wanted to sit down and play with this makeup anyway. First, we are going to try out the foundation. I have the shade 180 Sand Beige. They have a pretty good variety of colors. They have some really, really light ones. This is, I think, 3 or 4 down. Let's pray this is a match. Yeah, that's pretty good. You get a sponge in here, and I don't have primer on. I'm going to attempt to use this with the sponge first, and I might use a brush also. We'll see. All right, so I'm just going in. This is a Color Stay formula, so it is supposed to wear all day long. It says it's going to be sweat proof, which when I read that, I was like, oh yeah, if I was feeling better than I am feeling right now, I was like, how fun would it be to just go outside and go running and then vlog style show you guys okay, I'm dripping in sweat and look, the makeup is still on me. Hooray for foundation. Let's high five each other through the screen. This is really pretty intense in coverage, but it doesn't look super heavy on the skin, so that's nice. It's blending out really quickly and evenly. And the sponge is actually doing a really nice job. Normally with these kind of foundations, you get the sponge out and you're like, no, 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 thank you. Not bad. I was a little bit worried at first that it was a little bit too slippery, it has a little bit of an oily feel to it, but it is drying down pretty natural. It's not matte, it's not glowy, it's a pretty natural finish. Okay, I'm gonna use a brush on the other side just to see if there is a difference. I'm going to use a flat top brush. This is from Makeup Geek. And this way we can, ooh, that gave some coverage. Dang. Do we see that? Whoa. Okay, so with a brush, you're going to get way, way intense coverage. I like this though, it's fast. All right, I feel like with the brush, you want to be really careful that you don't pick up too much of the product because it's a little bit heavy. So far, I like this. I don't think this is an under eye concealer, is it? Well, let's just see. Yeah, it is a little bit lighter, so I think this is intended to be for under eye, maybe not necessarily to go over any spots that need to be concealing, because this is, you can see, a little bit lighter than the foundation in here. So I am just patting this underneath my eye. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my face makeup now, set everything with a little bit of powder, do blush and bronzer, and then I will zoom you guys in a little bit for the eyes. And we're back and we are ready to play with the eyeshadow. I have 2 palettes here. I have the Passionate Nudes #1 and Romantic Nudes #2. I'm going to go with Passionate Nudes just because I want to do more of a neutral, not really warm, not really cool, just kind of middle of the road neutral eye look. And I have not even touched these. Little stuff, very powdery. The one thing I do have to say about the Color Stay formulation on the eyeshadows from Revlon, they are stiff. However, I remember back in the day, I would use those quads all the time because they blended really beautifully. So I found that the formula was a lot different than, say, Maybelline, which I've never really been a big fan of their quad shadows or their palettes. You guys know that. But I have hope that this will work out. But my initial sticking my finger in here and swatching, they are a little bit stiff and a little bit muted. This is an angled eyeshadow brush, the number 312 from Makeup Academy, and I'm actually really enjoying this brush. It makes it super easy for you to get a dark amount of color into the crease if you have hooded or slightly hooded eyes like I do, and getting that color up here is a little bit tricky. You can kind of go right in here and just kind of smudge everything out, and I've been enjoying that just because it's nice and quick. So I'm gonna grab this kind of lighter brown matte shade and do that technique. There's no mirror in here, which is kind of a drawback, but whatever. So I'm just gonna kind of go in the crease itself. This looks a little bit scary at first because if you didn't blend it out, you'd be like, whoa, hi. But don't worry, we're gonna blend. And now I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush and just kind of use circular motions and make sure that all of those edges are diffused and that there aren't any harsh lines. Now I'm just going to take my fingertip and I'm going to take this lighter kind of pinky shade right here, and we are going to pat this all over the lid, starting in the center. Wow, that is pretty intense. And let's pop something on the lower lash line. I'm going to take a more petite brush. This is a defined crease brush from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to grab that same color that we put in the crease and just dab a little bit on this brush and go right underneath the lash line. All right, and just to kind of add a little extra oomph to the outer corner, I'm going to take this shade right here, just on my fingertip, and I'm just going to kind of pop that on the outer corner. I got a little bit up too high. Gosh dang it. And let's just add a little something underneath the brow bone. We'll take that beige shade in the upper left corner of the palette and just slightly brighten up the arch. All right, I really want to see how this mascara works out without any big thick liner. So we are going to go straight into mascara and see how much we can build this up. And let me zoom you guys in just a little bit closer. All right, we are going in with the brand new Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. This is supposed to do everything, lengthen, volumize, all that good stuff. And the first thing that I'm noticing is the brush is really tiny, but it does seem to be a rubberized brush. I've never seen anything like this before. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see how this works out. I have already curled my lashes. I'm able to get in that inner corner, which is nice. But it is kind of strange that it's not like a bigger brush, so I'm not seeing like immediate like, wow. It's not bad. I think it's pretty good. That was a lot of work. Let's go on the other eye and then maybe put on another coat on this eye once it dries. When you first pull it out, you do get a lot of product on this little wand. Just be careful about that because it can kind of put too much on your lashes all at once, and because the brush is so tiny, it has a harder time kind of separating through there. I'm going to do the lower lashes now. I don't really know how I feel about the mascara so far because it was a little bit time consuming with the size of the brush to really get in there and really load everything up. Whereas if you have a brush that is nice and thick, this is the Chantecaille brush and it is more than twice the size. And this is about a standard size for a mascara wand. You're going to be able to go in, swoop up those lashes and be done very quickly. This small brush has the advantage of you being able to kind of find those lashes that sometimes you miss on the inner and outer corners, so that is a benefit, but it's a little more time consuming. And I did find that because I was spending so much time wiggling the brush around, I do have a little bit of transfer going on my upper lid that I'll have to kind of smudge out once it dries down. On the lower lash, it was pretty easy because of the size of the brush, but again, it's just a little more time consuming. I don't think I see like a huge volumizing thing so much as I do more of a lengthening. Again, not really sure how I feel immediately, but we will see how the mascara wears throughout the day and if it flakes or smudges and, you know, all that mascara stuff. The eyeshadow I really enjoy. You guys saw I kind of whipped it on with my fingers for the most part, and I think it looks really nice, and the foundation is very beautiful. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit and we will see hour by hour throughout the day how all of this new makeup from Revlon holds up. So we are at James's favorite restaurant.
Oh, really?
We're at Nordstrom. We love Nordstrom Cafe. I thought I would do a little bit of a check-in. And so far, I absolutely love this foundation. Like, I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow. The mascara is kind of flaky, not really giving me the volume that I wish I could get from it. And it did kind of transfer all over the place, and it did have a little bit of fallout that I've kind of gone like this with. The eyeshadow's really pretty. Wow. And that is my check-in for now. But the foundation is awesome. Yes?
I think you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't mind the mascara.
If you say something else, I might punch you in public.
You would never punch me. I don't mind the mascara. It doesn't look bad.
Really? He's like into the natural thing lately. Look at all of the adorable holiday decor and snow wands. James just did this. He's feeling extra special brilliant at the moment. Oh look, it's just snow. Now it's snow wands. Oh my God, we need to eat.
It's okay that you're not feeling 100%.
Okay.
And I think that it's good that you're not feeling 110%.
Why?
Because I hate it when people say that. Oh, I'm like at 110%. It's impossible. You can only be at 100.
No, you can be more.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
I can exceed potential.
There's no extra credit.
I'm at a 50 right now.
There is no extra credit available in productivity. You're either giving it your all or you're not. So there's no such thing as giving it 110% or 120%.
Yeah, it's called extra.
No extra credit.
I'm extra all the time. Extra special.
You're extra special credit.
Carbohydrates.
Breadstick. How's the soup?
It's really good.
Now, what's the soup called?
I don't even know. Chicken something and a tomato broth, but it's really good.
It looks good. Let's see how it tastes.
This soup is so extra. It's 110. This looks so good. I cannot even handle it. Oh my God, this is not healthy. You're not healthy at all whatsoever. At least I have a salad. Hey guys, it is around 10:30 at night now and I am already like, I'm zapped. That is it. This is as much as I could do. I want to wash my face and go to bed. So I wanted to do a final check-in for you guys and give you my full-on thoughts, first impressions of these 3 items that I tried out today. And I'm sure you have gathered as much that I really enjoy the foundation. Oh my gosh, I am totally gonna keep using it. I absolutely love cream compact foundations, by the way. I find them really easy to apply. I haven't come across a really good one in a very long time, so I'm really excited to use this more. Also, I really enjoy the eyeshadow. Surprisingly, I like it. I think the pigmentation is pretty good. They are a little bit on the stiff side. I really feel like these blended out beautifully. I feel like for the most part, they stayed true on my eyes all day. I did use a little bit of the concealer in here as a base, but I didn't use an eye primer, and I can still see a little bit of color. I mean, it's not great. It's not like super fabulous, but there is something there, and I just liked the initial ease of application that I was able to do a really pretty eye look really quickly. So I don't think these are bad. I think that they might be something that you want to wait until they're on sale or if you have a coupon. As far as the mascara goes, I don't think I'm going to use it again. I was noticing a lot of flaking underneath my eye, and if I have to compare my other kind of holy grail mascara from the drugstore right now, which is the CoverGirl Supersizer, This one just locks them in, holds a curl, separates, gets the job done fast, doesn't flake, smudge, none of that business, at least on my eyelashes. This one with that tinier brush, I feel like I was coating my lashes so much that maybe that was the problem, and then I did get that transfer on the upper lid. So maybe I'll reserve this for lower lash only just because this brush is so precise and tiny, and it is a nice formula as far as lengthening and volumizing, but I feel like, again, I was putting on so much that that's maybe why I ran into the issue with the fallout. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what other drugstore items that you want to see during a first impressions, and let me know also. Let's play the luxury crazy game again, and let me know what other items out there that are really high ticket items that you want to see me put to the test during first impressions. All right, I hope you're having a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah.